Ndewono ekele m unu. Aha m bụ Chinwe Ebili. Nnọọ n'ụbọchị taa na Chi ndị Igbo nke a na-eweta unu na iBrandTV ebe ọ na-akpọtụba ụmụnne m ọ dị mma na onye na-enweghị Chineke n'otele ala. Anyị na-ekelekwe Chukwu na odemanyị ruo n'ụbọchị taa. Biko unu na-eme ihe mmemme dịka ikupụta nwa, iri ji nke na-abịa n'ihu, mmemme dị iche iche ka ọ na-awụ oriri na nkwori, na-akpọ na anyị na Chi ndị Igbo unu na-akpọ anyị na-azụ unu. Ebe ofu agadagba dị mkpa nọ n'ime ụlọ, ihe anyị na-eme na-adị mma n'obi, ihe anyị na-eme na ya obi aṅụrị lekọta Chi ndị Igbo, mana ọ bụ onye ala ka ya bịa wee ihe ya na-eme na Chi ndị Igbo ka ihe ọ na-eme ala ka ọ na-enwe. Ebe ọ na ị chọrọ ala ma ọ bụ ụlọ gị zụrụ na-akwụ ụgwọ obere nwoke m ga-akpọpụta n'ime ụlọ ga-agwa ya onye ọrụ, nyekwa ya ekwentị ebe ahụ na anyị chọrọ ịza ala, mana Lagos, mana Port Harcourt, mana Enugu, mana Aba, mana Owerri, ebe ọ na ndị Igbo nọ ha chọrọ ịza ala, unu kpọọ ya ọ na-azụ unu. Ala ya na-adịkwa ọnụ. Ịchọkwa nke wusi ọfụ ọ ga-ewetara gị. Ịchọ ụlọ ahụ ọ ga-eji gị ụzọ gị zụrụ na-akwụ nwayọọ. Ịmana ị na-akwụ nwayọọ ịkwụ ha ofu afọ abụọ ịkwụrụ anụ gị zuru ike. Biko ekwenye ebe unu na-aga ewezugo unu onye wuche ndị Igbo ọ ga-adịrị unu mma, dịkwa anyị nwa na nwaanyị mma, dịkwa iBrandTV mma. Igbo ekele m unu. Ka anyị gaa n'obere ezumike, anyị lobata ka anyị kpọbata agaraga dị mkpa ga-eji anyị ebe anyị ga-azụta ala. Igbo ndewonu.
Most people don't understand the magic of a perfect skin, the allure of a well-pampered skin. We bounce from skincare products to skincare products, from spa to spa. Looking for that ideal solution. I found the solution. And it's Blemiville Skincare and Spa. My name is Neil, and I'm proud to be a part of the Blemiville family.
Igbo ndewonu n'ọkwa n'otu unu nọ so n'ogede ka anyị kpọbata nwoke ga-eji anyị ebe anyị ga-azụta ala n'obere ego ji nwayọọ na-akwụkwanụ ya anyị nwe isi ọwụwa. Good day, sir.
Thank you, madam.
Welcome to Chi ndị Igbo.
Thank you, madam.
Let me use the Igbo language. Ebe ọ na-akpọtụba.
Thank you very much.
Okay. May we know you, sir?
Yes, my name is Oluwafemi Sanusi. I'm an estate surveyor and valuer, a project manager, and also a real estate trainer here in Lagos.
Great. So tell us what we need to know about landed properties and land.
Okay, when you say land, I know everybody wants to invest in real estate. And one of the things they look out for is they make sure that their money is in safe hands.
Exactly.
That's the security of investment. You want to make sure that wherever you're putting your money is in a secured place.
And it will have value.
And it will add value, of course. So there are a lot of things you look at. That's the first thing. You make sure your property is secure. And one of the things you look out for is you must make sure that you're buying from the right sources. And also that property must have a registered title. Because it is from that title that you can search with the government.
To be sure
So
it's real.
exactly. So whoever you are buying from must have a registered title that you used to, search with the government to be sure that the person's name is on that title.
Okay, hold on there. Do we need to pay before we search, or we search before making payment?
Okay, this is the process. The first thing you do is of course, you can, when you inspect the property physically, you physically verify the property. You go around to be sure that, it is real from whatever platform that you've seen it. So once you've done that, your agent or your that's where we come in as an estate surveyor. We write letter on your behalf. We express your offer to buy that property. So the person who is selling would definitely have an agent, or might be selling directly by himself, would then write back to you to let you know if your offer has been accepted. So once your offer has been accepted, which has to do with the price that you have both agreed on, he is now obligated to give you the title documents on that property.
Okay.
Now, once that title document is given to you, you get my point, then you go to the government to verify. So once that is verified, you are certain that you are buying from the right person. That's very, very important.
Okay, but let me ask this question. The majority of people usually have this complaint that the people that sell fake land also have the agent in the government. Is that how it feels?
No, that is not, that can be possible. That can be possible. I would advise people not to be in a hurry. That's where due diligence comes in, and that's where you should engage professionals in land purchase or property purchase generally.
Engage surveyors or lawyers
estate surveyors and valuers, yes, because they are trained. There's what we call due diligence. Due diligence simply means you making sure that your client, you know, in this kind of transaction, I am representing the interest of my client. So I am trained to make sure that my client is buying from the right sources. You get my point? So once I have done that, I have verified that my client is buying from the right source, then he can then go ahead to pay. Because most of the time you discover that you inspect with some people, when it's time to pay, they give you a different name
from the land,
from the, you know,
and a different CFO.
Exactly. So all kinds of intricacies, all kinds of things can come up, and you end up buying from the wrong person. As an example, again, when you are buying from a family property, now sometimes some members of the family might not be in support of the sale. So you might go ahead and buy, then after buying, another family member comes in and says, oh, I wasn't privy to this transaction and all of that. Then you begin to have issues. So we know what to do when you are buying family land. We know the members of the family that can give their consent to that sale. Or maybe somebody, you are buying a property of somebody who has passed away. One of the things is that there must be a letter of administration in somebody's name. So that person has the authority with the approval of other members of the family to sell that property. So in that case, we know what to do. So the point I'm making is that for us as estate surveyors and valuers, we know what to do to make sure that our clients buy properties, investments that are safe.
From the right source.
From the right source,
this
yes.
Case I saw, was it about a month or 2 months ago?
Okay.
A woman bought a property from the owner.
Okay.
So she went, she had already finished paying.
Okay.
So she went to verify the CFO. Okay. On getting there, the CFO that was given to her had a different address from the house that was sold to her. Why?
Now, the mistake she made was this. That's why I said that there's the role of due diligence. Due diligence must be done before you part away with your money. You get my point? That's why I said you should consult your professional, because once due diligence is done, you get every supposed problems, if there's any, would have been known. So at that point when there's a problem, you would have asked questions. As an example, just like what you said, that there was a different, those are the things that you would have asked. Exactly. So if the person is unable to give you genuine answers, then you know that this is not a secured investment. Then you do what? You move on. Okay, now these other parties, like the homoneedless, how do you sort them out? Because they are the main problem. You know, the truth is, we live in Nigeria, we cannot take them away of the equation of land transaction. But however, you must have sorted them out. Some lands you buy directly from them. Okay. Like some of these companies that buy land in large hectares, they actually buy from them. So once they have been sorted out, then you go ahead with your titling with the government. So and they will give you the homoneedle. Exactly. Receipt. And in your titling, exactly, in your titling, it must show that you bought from them. The government actually recognizes them before at the point when you are doing your land titling. You get my point? You will show the payment receipt, you present it to the government that you bought from them before you give your own receipt. Exactly. So you go ahead to register your property with the government, titling and everything. You get my point? Then with that, you're fine. So yes, you can buy from Omonile.
Okay.
The only thing, you must be sure that you are buying from the right source.
Okay, now is there that money you need to pay to the government apart from the CFO or before the CFO?
Okay.
You have other titles you have to pay this.
Okay, the thing is this, but you know, properties have different titles. You have a lot of titles. CFO is not the only title that you have. You have deed of assignment.
Okay.
You have you know, a registered conveyance. So depending on the title that the property has at the point when you bought it.
Okay, can you explain the difference? Okay. Which CFO, deed of assignment,
okay.
So which one is the buyer supposed to hold? That's very important.
Now, I would advise anybody buying to buy properties with registered titles. The reason is this, because with the registered title, you can easily verify that property with the government. Now,
is that title with the government?
Exactly,
right?
Yes. Because with that, you can go to the Lands Bureau of any state to verify that property. You get my point? But if a property does not have a registered title, it is a high risk property, because number one, you cannot verify the real ownership of that, the real owner of that title, because it's not registered. So what you probably will rely
on.
Sir,
let me understand this. So if the Omonile gives you receipt, you need to go to the lands and register that property.
Exactly.
So whereby you didn't do that, meaning the property is not for you.
No, what I'm saying is this. Now, if you know, when you buy from Omonile, some of them usually will not have a title. What they give you is a payment receipt, and there's going to be a sales agreement between you and them. So that document you will take to the government to register your property, to give it a title. Okay. You get my point? Now, you have to make sure that those families that you are buying for, they are actually the real owners of that land.
Wow. So how do you verify?
There are so many, you know, they have their agents, and there are ways for you can verify to be sure that, oh, this family actually have land. Based on history, you do your search. You can even go to the neighborhood where the property is. You know, people that live on that neighborhood, they can tell who owns what and who doesn't own what. So that's part of due diligence.
Wow.
So once you are sure that you are buying from the actual family, the family that actually owns the land, you buy from them, they give you a payment receipt, and there's a sales contract between both of you. So it is now safe for you to register your title with the government, because the government recognizes them. So once you have a registered title, your property is safe. Now, when you buy a property with a registered title, let's say you buy a property with a C of O. So what you require to do is to do a deed of assignment. So what that simply means that the owner of that property with a C of O is transferring his interest to you. You get my point? Because in property transaction, what we transfer is interest, not just even the physical property. It is the interest that is being transferred. So that C of O that the person has, he confers his right to you through a deed of assignment. Okay. So once you do that, you then register it with the government. So in the eye of the government, they recognize that property right has been transferred from that party to you.
Wow. So let's know, where do you have your own property? Okay,
like for us now, we have an estate project on at Wariwa in Ogun State. Just 5 minutes from Lagos. It's we sell plots. Okay. It's a service estate, Axora Gardens Estate in Wariwa. We sell Axora Gardens Estate. Yes. So we sell plot of land. It's a residential estate. It's going to be a service estate. It's an ongoing project that I'm working on. I'm the project manager of that estate. So that's currently what I'm working on. And we also have investment. We buy properties.
What paper title does it have?
It has a C of O.
Okay.
That can be verified with Ogun State government.
Okay.
We have a
so it's under Ogun State.
Yes, but just 5 minutes away from Lagos. You know, Wariwa is just like a suburb of Lagos.
Is it before Opik or after Opik?
It's just after Opik. Immediately after Mikano. In fact, immediately after the long bridge. Okay. Immediately after the long bridge. Yes. Okay. So it's just 5 minutes away. And the good part for us is that the government is currently reconstructing the road.
Wow.
The Lagos-Ibadan Expressway.
So I'm entitled to one plot there. Free of charge. I'm entitled.
I will discuss with my Oga on that.
Since I'm your host, will you give me one plot so I can move there?
I will discuss with my Oga on that.
Okay. So let's keep. Okay. So keep talking.
All right, so that's why we always advise people that it's safer for you to buy properties with registered titles. It's one of the most secured properties to buy. You have less issues, unlike properties that don't have title.
Okay, let me ask you this. You know, in the past, a lot of agents are there. A lot of land people are everywhere. People deposit their money after some years. Their money is gone. Nobody to hold. So how do you tend to defend that?
That's why I always say that for you know, I also buy properties for clients. Now, the first thing I do is I find out what is the reputation of that organization. Everybody knows that businesses thrive on integrity. So you need to find out that what is the integrity of that organization. You go to the organization, do a background check on them.
Before paying them.
Before paying them, you must make sure that the company that you are buying for is a company of integrity. So I always say that people should not just be in a rush
to buy land,
part away with their money. They must have done due diligence. You know, some of these agents, you get that most of the bad ones, they give us a bad name. They tell you pay now. Yes. There's nothing to rush about.
So you pay now. Somebody else is standing.
They do that just to work on your psychology, just to make it that if you don't take advantage that property is gone. But no, you have to do due diligence. You must be sure that you are buying from the right source.
So the land, you know, sometimes people say it's waterlogged. It's solid. How is the land?
Okay, well, you know, real estate is basically location based. You get my point?
I'm talking about yours. Is it field?
As is field. It's not waterlogged. It's not waterlogged at all, but it is a very good land to build, and it is very, very accessible. You don't have to drive inside where you want to access it.
There are people living there already.
We have an existing development. It's completely developed. But our estate is a new site that we are developing. We are currently developing the infrastructure, the road and drainage to make it a serviced estate.
Are you allowed to pay installments?
For us, we prefer outrightly. We prefer outrightly, so that with that we can easily deliver what we promise.
So you think Nigeria have such money?
Yeah, we have those. Well, we have categories of people that can pay outrightly. The reason is because, you know, sometimes for installmental payments, some people are not able to meet up, and that affects delivery, and that affects the promises that we make. So that's why we decided that we would do outright payment, and we would deliver on the things that we have promised.
Okay, now some people that are watching today may not have interest in buying from Wariwa, right? They may want to buy from the east.
Yeah.
Okay. So will you be able to get?
Oh yes, sure. Oh yes, we can because by virtue of my job as an estate surveyor is to help Nigerians to invest in Nigeria, not just even in Lagos only. So we know exactly what to do to, you know, because basically we advise clients on best investments, investments that will give them good returns, because we know that people buy not because they even want to live there, but because they want to invest so that they can get returns. So we advise them along that lines that if you invest in this particular area, this is what you will get as returns. Okay. Because people have different expectations. As an example, some might say, oh, I want to invest in a place that on an annual basis I'll be getting 2 million naira. Yes. On an annual basis I'll be getting 5 million naira. On an annual basis I'll be getting 10 million naira. So we advise based on their expectation. Okay,
another one I'm thinking about, the square meter. You didn't talk about
it.
This 600 is it?
Okay, 300? Yes, for our estate now, the full plot is 500 square meters. Then we have 250 square meters, that's half plot. Then we also sell 300 square meters. So
people can buy
300. Exactly. So you can 600. Buy 500 square meters, 250 square meters, or 300 square meters. Those are the sizes that we have available in our estate.
And it's not negotiable.
It's not negotiable. It's not. You can buy more. You can buy more. But the minimum, those are the minimum, and the minimum, I should say, that 500 square meters, 200 square meters, 250 square meters, and 300 square meters. If you want to buy 1,000 square meters, 2,000 square meters, definitely is available.
So, like you said earlier on, the document is a CFO.
It's a CFO, yes.
They can go to where to confirm, Alausa?
Ogun State Government, Lands Bureau with Ogun State Government, they can confirm.
That to be sure it's original.
Exactly.
For your air, whatever I say.
No, they will definitely.
Okay, so
it's
tell
authentic.
us more. Let's know more.
Okay. Okay. So, like for one of the things I mentioned is that the estate is very accessible. Once you drive on Lagos Ibadan Expressway coming from Lagos, you get a 5 minutes drive for Bega. Then immediately after the long bridge, you turn right into Mokore Road. So you get to the estate is just at the almost at the beginning of the road. So you access it. Like I said, we are providing infrastructure on site. There's going to be interlocked roads, electricity, water,
we have supermarkets,
and security.
shops,
Yes,
everything.
we actually have
Schools.
we have a section of the estate where we'll also be selling commercial plots.
Okay, do you have a place where the school? Do you have school inside the estate?
What we have done is this, or what we plan to do is this. Like I said, we have area for recreation. Then we have commercial plots. Now, the commercial area is to house schools, maybe like small shopping malls and shops like that. That's in the commercial area. Then we also have area designated for residential use only. That's for residents. So that's how the estate is divided.
Okay, like this estate, after 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, they will demand from some certain amount. I will do that.
Okay, well,
you understand what I mean, right?
The thing is this, it's a service estate and there are services that will be provided. So after you make payment, or you get my point, then you have to make payment for your survey, because when you buy land, you have to do a survey. So okay, now
so the payment is different from the survey.
Exactly.
The survey amount.
Exactly.
Right?
So the survey is just under, I think, around, based on current rates, just about 150,000 for your survey to be done. So once that is done, the only other thing is just when you live in a residential, you pay for security levy and all the other things. So those are just other payments that you pay outside, which is what you pay in any estate that you live in. You get my point.
Okay. Now I'll come back to my question again. You said you do not allow installment payment.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Do you have a reason for that? Because all landowners, all land sellers, they allow installment payment.
Okay. Okay. The thing is this: if we are going to make an exception of installment, it must be maybe you are buying a very large sum of land, and the payment plan won't be very long, to just be short.
How short?
It depends on the size. It depends on the size. Like somebody that wants to buy like 4,000 square meters.
So do you mean people that are buying and paying you cash?
Yeah, most of all the people that are bought from us, they pay outrightly.
Outright.
They pay outrightly. So yes, we can to every real estate that there's an exception. So for somebody who's buying like maybe something between 4,000, 5,000 square meters and says, okay, I want to buy this size, can I pay in 3 installments? We can always consider that. Take that as an exception. Yes.
Because people are watching. Some people are interested. They want to pay installment, and you say no, it's not allowed.
I understand.
Okay, like there's a land I know someone bought from one of these agents.
Okay.
Over some years now.
Okay.
He wanted his money back.
Okay.
And they said no.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
Sometimes you have invested.
Okay.
Maybe you are looking at the place, it's not developing. You are like, give me back my money.
Okay.
Will you give back your money? Will you give back the money to them?
Okay.
With some differences, you understand?
Okay. Okay.
Maybe taking some percentage.
Okay.
Because
okay.
You have been kept on hold.
Okay.
So,
okay. The thing is this: in that instance, what usually should be done is this. Now, since you are not paying outrightly, there should be a contract of sale. Now, in that contract of sale, there will be a clause that in the event that you want your money back
after keeping the land for life.
So what will I get back? So quite a lot of the organizations, what they do is that they will express it in that sales agreement that if you should ask for your money back, a certain percentage would be deducted.
Okay, it's always on the agreement.
Exactly. It's always. So you should, when you are entering into that kind of transaction, there should be an agreement that explains that clause.
Okay, so that before you ask for your money back.
Exactly.
Okay, let's know other things about you. Is this your first project?
Well, this is we have so many projects. In terms of, I sell for a lot of properties, for some properties in estate, but in terms of being actively involved in this particular project, this is the first one where I'm not just selling the property, I'm the project manager. And that works for me as well, because for that one I can give you up-to-date progress on site. You get my point? Because I'm always on site. So in fact, on my social media platform for my company, I put it on it so that people can always go there to check that, oh, this is what was done today on site, this is what was done today on site, so that they can be abreast with how things are going on site.
You know, a lot of people trusted this land agents, that they can use their life to bet that I trust this man. Let me deposit my money to come back and take the land after 2 years, 3 years. The man elope. Is nowhere to be seen. What assurance are you giving people today that when they pay, you will not disappear? You understand what I mean?
I understand.
And it happens.
I understand.
You know
I understand. What I would say is this. Like I said before, integrity and the reputation of the individual is different,
key. But they don't know it.
Now, as an example, now, if you don't know me on a personal note, you have done at least a bit of background on myself. So for you to bring me here is an indication that I am somebody that can be trusted. You get my point? Now, that being said, there are questions that you need to ask
before dropping your money.
Before you drop your money. It is from those questions.
Don't be in a hurry.
You get my point? And from the answers the person gives you, that in itself will inform you if this person can be trusted. But in the past,
some people have given you assurance.
It is because people, number one, they do not do due diligence. I, as a professional, if I ask that person the question, I can tell if it is I'm buying from a wrong person or not. As an example, somebody tells you that he wants to sell a property to you and you have requested for title documents and he's not able to provide it to you.
But you take it to the land that shows.
And show you that's the land. Then let me have the title document to verify. He's unable to produce it. That's one indication. That's one red flag.
And it's so much in a hurry for
and when there's undue pressure on you to pay,
you know there's a problem.
That's a red flag, another red flag. You get my point? So those are some of the things, or those are the indicators you get that tells you that you need to be careful, that it appears this person is not from the right, or maybe a property that when you wanted to inspect, you are unable to gain access.
They tell you that's the property.
They'll be telling you that's the property. Okay, let's go inside. Oh, the person that is supposed to bring the keys somewhere, but don't worry, everything is. That means maybe the person is not even the actual person. Because I always say this, that when you buy property is one phase, the other phase is for you to be able to take possession.
Very important. So
if you are unable to take possession of the property, it's a problem. It is when you've taken possession of the property that you can say you have full control. What that simply means is that you must be able to go to that property, open the property, and nobody will come and challenge you that why are you opening that property.
Very interesting. Okay, sir. We are winding up.
Okay.
I would need you to give the audience one or two advice they need to hold.
Okay.
In case they are looking for property.
Okay.
And you call out your number after that, sir.
Okay. So what our advice is that consult your professional. Your professional is trained and will help you buy for a secured investment. You get my point? That's one advice I will give you. Always consult your professional. Like I myself, as an example, I'm a professional estate surveyor and valuer and a project manager. Consult us to buy your property for you. If you want to reach me, my number is 080-8251-6950. I'll say that again, 080-8251-6950. You can also reach me on 081-220-93150.
Can you call it again?
Okay, I'll call the second one again, 091-220-93150. So I'll be waiting to hear from us all.
Thank you so much. Thank you for honoring our invite.
My
God
pleasure,
bless you,
madam.
sir. Thanks
Amen.
for coming. Igbo anyị abịala na njedebe n'ụbọchị taa nụ. Nwoke nọ n'ụlọ ekwugo onye unu chọrọ ịnụ. Onye chọrọ ịza ala, onye na-amakọ n'ebe oshi aza ala. Kpọtụ ya n'ekwentị ya, ị na-akpọ ya, ọ na-aza gị. Ka o mee gịnị, ka o mesịa, ọ ga-adịrị unu mma.